Welcome everyone to today's episode. How are you? How has your day been? Trust all is well with you and your family to the glory of God. Today's episode, we're going to be asking ourselves some sensitive questions. With all the stories, the videos making rounds on social media, there's really need to go back to basics. Just sit down as a mother and actually ask yourself questions. There's a need to ask questions, and there's a need to sincerely answer these questions so that we will know where we need to make corrections and actually do the corrections before it's too late. Today's episode is a continuation of the previous one. Still talking about motherhood, talking about mothers. We're still asking mothers questions and try to make mothers become the real mothers that they ought to be. So number one question is, how well do you know your child? Do you know your child well enough? Well, I know you cannot know your child 100%, but to an extent, how well do you know your child? The second one is, what are your child's fears? Do you know your child's fears? Can you say this are my child's fears? The third question, what does your child think about God? What does he think about God? Do you even talk about God to them? Do you take time to talk about God to your children? And if you do, does your child fear God? Okay, yes, Uche, we talk about God. Now, the second question, still on that same question about God, is, does your child fear God? Before we talk about child fearing God, do you, a mother watching today, do you fear God? Now, does your child fear God? The next question here is, if you are not there, will your child be glad to go to church? Have you trained them enough? Have you trained them well enough to enjoy going to church, to love going to church, to see the importance of going to church? So if you're not around, let's agree that you're the one that forces them to go to church. That you're not around, maybe you've traveled. Will your child go to church when you're not home? The next question is, can your child tell you things freely? Is the child free with you? Is the child scared of you? I know there's a place for fear, having fear for the parents. That's a different part. I mean, can your child talk to you freely? Can your child just look up to you and say, Mom, can I just have a word or two with you? And then you give her audience and she actually sits down and is comfortable talking with you about things that that brothers have. Is the child free with you? Or would she rather talk to somebody outside and talk to you? The next one here is, can your child feel free to ask you any bugging questions, no matter the topic? Can your child feel free to ask you any bugging question, no matter the topic? The next one is your child 100% sure of your love towards him or her? Can your child say for sure your mom loves you? Is she sure of your love? Is he sure of your love? Can she make boasts of your love for him or her? The next question is, what does a child think about you? What do you think your child thinks about you? What do you think? Does the child think you're selfish? Does he or she think you're wicked? Does he or she think that you're worldly? Does he or she think you're inconsiderate? You'll be shocked. You think this friend don't know anything. They don't. So what does your child think about you? What is he thinking about you? Does the child think that you're caring? Does the child think you to be a loving mother, a forgiving mother, or a mother who will go all out to avenge when she's hurt? You need to think about it very well, because you'll be shocked. Once in a while, you need to call that child and actually ask that child questions. Just like, what do you think about me? And allow them to freely. Don't intimidate them with your looks. You don't think that you're self-centered. You think that you're kind. You think that you're stingy, etc. What do you think about you? Please find out. The next one is, if God were to ask you to give an account of your children, of your child, can you say for sure that you did your very best to raise him in a godly way? If God were to call you now, you have a talk with God, face one-on-one, and God should say, this child I have given you, this child I have given you, can you just give me an account, a brief account of them? Can you say for sure you have truly trained them in the way of the Lord, in a godly manner? Can you say for sure you've done that? A bonus question: can your child be proud of you in public? Can your child be proud of you? Can your child introduce you to his or her friends in public? Can a child run to you, hug you, give you a kiss, and hold your hands and walk around with you, just wanting you to know that this is my mother? It's important. These are questions you may not want to ask ourselves. But the sooner we ask ourselves and the sooner we get the answer, the better for us. So we know how to correct ourselves and how to work on ourselves and our relationship with our children. The next question is your child sexually active? Do you know if your child is sexually active? These are questions that we don't want to ask ourselves because we don't even want to know the answer. Probably we are afraid of the answer. But we need to really address this question. Is your child sexually active? Oh, so my child is a little girl. She's 8, she's 7, she's 8. It doesn't matter the age. The question is he or she sexually active? No matter what you give your child, if you give your child house, you give your child good education, you give your child a fast account, you give it, just name it. Things that parents are struggling to give their children. You give your child all this, but you don't give your child God. You don't give your child God. You're giving your child nothing. But if you give your child God and you're not able to afford some of these luxuries of life, you have given your child everything. Think about it, mothers. With all that is happening, with all we're hearing, with all we're seeing, mothers, you need to go back. Sit down, study the word, and know what the Bible says about motherhood. Because these children cannot be more than what we are teaching them. It's what we teach them to give back to the society, to give back to us. So please, mothers, ask this question. Ask yourself this question and answer. And if there's anyone who probably you need to talk, feel free. Send comments to me so that we can talk together. But the bottom line is we need to make our society a better. We need to make our children that we would look back at, at our old age, to be proud of what we see. Close your eyes to death when death comes at our old age and be happy that you have left a responsible child behind. Who will leave your legacy, you left behind. Please continue. May the Lord help us. Mothers, we have plenty of work to do. They will not give us the grace to do it. In Jesus' name. Thank you all for today's episode. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord increase us and grace us to do the needful for the glory of His name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Remember, like the video, share the video. God bless.
You have shown me mercy. You have shown me mercy.